All right, the break is over. Your turkey day is over. Hope everybody out there had a happy Thanksgiving who celebrated, but it's time to get back on these accessories, and I got a bunch of them, all right? I went crazy for Black Friday, ordered tons of accessories. I think I just spit already, and we're going to get into them, especially when it comes to the 15 Pro Max. And this one right here is going to be a case that is the first time. Well, not the case. Well, the case and the brand's first time on the channel. If you don't check my live streams out, I do a Monday night stream. Well, it comes sometimes it's Monday, Tuesday, or Sunday. And we sometimes will react to some case videos, especially when it comes to top case videos. And I saw this case in Oliur, Oliur. You guys know the person, the YouTuber I'm talking about with the clean aesthetics and very clean setup. He did a video on this. This is one of his top cases for the 15 Pro Max. So I said, you know what? The case looks kind of dope. Let's get it in. Went to the site, ordered it, shipped it very fast, and got it in. And I have to say, this right here is going to be a sleeper, and I'm really liking this case. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. This is going to be the Aulumu. I know some of you are like, T, what in the hell? Yes, the Aulumu case. A15 case for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And this is how it comes, man. Very clean packaging. Definitely different, all right? This is definitely some different packaging, but as soon as you take it up out the envelope, this is what you're greeted with. So let's kind of take our time. Let's step through the actual packaging. Aulumu, we care for the earth. 100% biodegradable materials. A15 frosted IMD protective cover for the 15 Pro Max. Flip it over on the back, and you can get a gist of it, but I don't want to spoil it for you, man. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy. And this has been opened already, and I have been using it. Been using it for a couple days now, and I have to say I am feeling this case. So let's go ahead and take it about the packaging. And this is basically what you're greeted with, kind of a little open presentation. I'm feeling the presentation. Give me a nice box to work with cases and something else. But we're going to go ahead and toss that to the side, and let's go ahead and take a look at the case itself. Now, this is giving you some type of cyberpunk Android folks out there when it comes to the nothing phone. That's the vibes that I'm getting from this case right here, and I'm liking it. This gives me something that's a little bit different than the norm. This the plain black case. It's the plain frosted case. This brings a different type of something to it that I'm really feeling. So here's the design that's going on the back of it. You're going to get your magnet. It's going to say Aulumu. Right here it says CPU cooling hose. Now they said this is kind of to help your phone dissipate heat. I'm not sure how accurate that is. How we look at that hole right there is an area for dust and debris to get into. Now, I'm not really too pressed about that. I pop my case on and off a lot. I tend to clean my case up a little bit, but if that's something that concerns you, that may be something to think about right there. This is going to be a TPU case, but this is very firm TPU. This is kind of same material, not the same material, but the kind of firmness that a Kadabe synthesis would give you. Very, very firm material, and it shows when we talk about the fit of this bad boy. So that's going to be the outside of it. What I really like about it is they didn't cheap out when it comes to the buttons. So you do get an aluminum camera ring, as you can see right there. Has a little design to it, two little areas, little dot there, two little areas. Some people may think that's too busy, that's too much going on. In my opinion, it's different, all right? I like different cases that still hits on all of the key things that I like when it comes to a case. So aluminum camera ring, and on the sides you get your aluminum standalone buttons. As you can see right there, the buttons are standalone. So aluminum power button, aluminum volume up and down, and yes, they do have that action button. Y'all know if it does not have an action button, we're not talking about it on this channel. Flipping over on the bottom, it also has your accurate cutouts there. And down here it says protection function. You got to kind of look at a protection function, and on the inside of it, you can kind of see like a kind of shock absorption pattern, if you can see, that goes all around the inside. So that's going to be the A15 case. Feels very lightweight. Let's go ahead and weigh it and see how much this weighs. Definitely does not feel like it's packing a whole bunch of weight to it, but popping it down, 42 grams. So she got a little bit of weight to it, but I don't really think it's that big of a deal. So let's go ahead and grab the 15 Pro Max. Let's pop it in. Very good fit when it comes to this case. As you can hear, that pop on, everything feels very good. Now let's weigh it again. iPhone and the Aulumu. I gotta say that every time, Aulumu, and close my eyes. This is gonna be 278 grams with the phone and the iPhone combination. So that's what it is. Let's go ahead and get into the actual case itself. So, well, first of all, this is how it looks. Let's just Get that all in. This is what I love. I really feel like it pairs very good with the natural titanium. Very good. Such a clean looking case, especially the contrast of the little magnet area right here in the little phone area and the camera lenses. I'm just feeling the way this case looks. Let's go around it. So the top side is going to be completely closed. Nothing on the top side. On that right side, very nice and tactile power button, as I would think so. Flipping it over on that bottom, you get the cutout for your Type-C and your speakers, and the cutout port looks like it can handle a decent size port that go in. Boy, that sounds all type of bad when I was just talking about that. It looks like it can handle a good port size, a cable size. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So it definitely has the accurate cutouts that we love, especially when it comes to the speakers. On that left side, nice and tactile. Action button. Buttons are perfect. No issue going on with the buttons. They absolutely nailed the buttons. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at that lay on the table protection. Now, this right here is going to offer 5 feet of drop protection. So that means basic level drops. Every day, just, dink and dank, not too heavy duty, but if you happen to oops every now and then, I feel like it can be okay. Now, does it have a whole bunch of protective material around it? It doesn't. That's why the drop protection doesn't really it's not really up there. 5 feet, super, a little bit low, but when it comes to the lip on it, yeah, you don't really have that much lip on it when it comes to the front. So even with me rubbing it, it feels almost like it's really flush with the screen. I just would like to see more lip. It is a little lip there, but it's not enough to really give you that confidence. A lot of these cases have just decent lips. For you drop them, you're fine. But this one right here, I feel like is a little bit slim. I would like to see the lips just protrude a little more. All right, goodness gracious, this video may get demonetized. But when it comes to the camera ring, as you can see right here, of course your cameras are protected, and when you set it down, it's not gonna yada yada yada. We always talk about that. Your cameras are always protected. No case is gonna make a case that the camera is protruding. All right, so let's keep it moving, man. How does this case fit on the phone? And this was what I was blown away from. Anytime a case can come up in here, new, never used before, and check all the boxes like this, I mean, coming along the sides, you're barely getting any pull. When it comes to the buttons, you get a little pull, but this is firm material. This is nothing that I am worried about. Nothing at all when it comes to that. Top side, barely anything. Bottom, you really got to pull it to get it to bend and pull away. The pull and tug test passes with flying colors. This thing fits very, very good, and I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling this, man. Very tight fit. Actually, it just feels really good. It did a good job on it. When it pops on, there's no bad corners that feel like it's going to pop off so easy without you barely using it. Nah, all these corners feel like they're very snugly in there, and it's not going to pop off unless you want the case to come off, and I'm here for it. Now, let's take a look at how does the phone feel in hand, because if it's one thing that I do have to ding about this case, is it is a little bit slippery. All right, this frosted TPU material right here, it really doesn't leave you much grip. Now, I would have loved to seen them put just a little, man, if they would have put a little bit of grip pattern, Aulumu, if you listening to this video, man, just put a little bit of a grip pattern that goes along the side of this. With this frosted and black, you could have did something very similar to something like a D-Brand Ghost. Not that predominant, but just a little grip. I got another case that I'm gonna show you guys maybe coming up later this week or early next week that does it perfectly, just to give you a little bit of grip and breaks away with that TPU right there. But it is a little bit slippery. That's one thing that I can say about it. It's not really many grippy points when it comes to this case, but it is thin, all right? It keeps the profile very thin when it comes to this case. It definitely does not bulk things up. Keeps things very thin, and that's what we like when it comes to these thin type of, I'm not even gonna say if I'm gonna say minimalist style cases, but it just doesn't add a bunch of bulk when it comes to this case at all. So great job. Fit, feel, I like the way it feels. It's just a little bit slippery. Let's go ahead and test out the MagSafe strength. Let's bring the MagSafe over here, and I'm impressed. All right, it picks up this bass. Now it's like maxing out right now, meaning that you might have to put my hand down there because it will fall, but it does pick up this bass, as you can see right here, and it holds it for a little bit. All right, it can hold it for a little bit, but it does struggle ever so slightly. But it definitely has a strong magnet because, I mean, it does, as you can see, pick that bass up, but it does eventually end up falling off. That means it has a strong magnet because it's able to actually pick up this bass, and I'm here for it. Now, it doesn't pick it up and I can wave the thing up in the air like I'm crazy, but it picks it up enough to where I consider that a decent size magnet, a decent strength magnet on the Aulumu case, the Aulumu A15. Let's go ahead and do the MagSafe shake test real quick, man. So if you're out there and you have this, now this is right here is going to be Well, that goes the MagSafe shake test on that. The MagShake shake test. That's what I said. I might, hopefully, I ain't put no damn hole in my wall when I just did that. But as you can see, man, it will come flying off if you shake it like a madman, if that's your thing. I think that test is going to get a damn hole put in this wall after a while, man. When you put on your wallet right here, your wallet is just fine. This is going to be a frosted material. So sometimes when you stick things onto slippery frosted areas, it will have the tendency to move around a little bit. But these magnets are strong, and I don't think you have much to worry about with taking this in and out your pocket. It may slide and shift a little bit, but overall, I think it's fine. It's right there, and I don't think you'll have much to worry about. But man, Aulumu A15 in the frosted colorway. Now they also have this in a clear version, and they also come with a vegan leather version as well. So they come with a few different models. All iPhones are available. The case is going to be $40, which is very affordable, and it is Black Friday. Now I'm not sponsored or none of that stuff like that, man. But I did go on the website right before this video. It's actually on my computer screen over there, man. So you can get up to 20% off on top of this case. So that kind of makes this case to really be a great value. And in my opinion, man, this case is checking a lot of boxes that I'm really feeling. I'm definitely checking the aesthetics, has very nice buttons, has a very tight fit, has a very strong MagSafe. And can I mention, it just looks good as hell when it comes to the aesthetics once again. So Aulumu A15, this is my first time reviewing one of these bad boys, but I'm gonna tell you what, you just may have found yourself in the top 10, maybe kind of high up in the top 10 when I decide to roll it out, which is also coming very soon, man. But go ahead and check it out. Links down below. Get it in and go ahead and get your Aulumu A15 case. But if you want to check out some accessories for your iPhone 15 Pro Max, man, I'll be sure to pop that video right above.